As Philip Hammond takes to the dispatch box, his first budget as Chancellor, many in London, particularly owners of small firms, will be waiting for news on one issue.
Yeah, business rates I'd like him to address, really, because I'm just about to start my own business. And it's a concern, and it's maybe put the brakes on a bit, I must admit.
I'd like to see some clear plan, right, for how we're going to help cope with the fallout from the Brexit, especially for small businesses who are probably struggling at the moment now with the strength of the pound.
Less tax and better rates for business holders.
The Chancellor is under pressure to reverse planned rate rises, which could see companies paying as much as 45% more from April. It's now anticipated that some form of concession could be announced to help firms make the transition. Experts believe it could be a one-off payment for those seeing the steepest rise. Other business leaders have told London Live that without support, there's a real risk of companies leaving the capital.
I think the hardest thing for physical retail businesses is that they're being faced not just only with business rates, but also the issue of the rise in commercial rents and the affordability, availability of space. So something needs to be done, particularly to support those businesses with physical space. If the business rates continue to go up, it's going to make it harder for small businesses to carry out their business, harder for them to invest in capital, to invest in more staff in the business, and they might think about even moving further out of London or even going to home-based occupation.
We already know that there'll be extra cash for schools and a Brexit fund to help the UK during the years of negotiations to leave the EU. Another area tipped to be included is more money for transport and infrastructure projects. The rumour here is that the north of England will see the benefit, potentially at London's cost. There's growing concern among MPs that the proposed North-South Crossrail 2 project will be delayed, with the money going to improve rail links between Manchester and Leeds.
London's transport network is under huge strain. We've got an extra 1.5 million people coming to the city within the next 10 years, we think. Those people, if we don't have an increase in our transport capacity, which Crossrail 2 bring, that just means more congestion, more delays, more pressure and less resilience within the transport network. Crossrail, the Elizabeth line, when it opens, will be full. So we need to move now to make sure that Crossrail 2 gets delivered by around 2030. So it's still a way away.
With pressure on the government to do more to tackle air pollution, there could be investment in electric cars, with incentives for the motoring industry and TfL to get more diesel vehicles off our roads.
So by all means, motorists need to take responsibility for these very, very heavily polluting vehicles. But I think everybody needs to take a responsibility, and it isn't just the motorist that needs to get penalised. Essentially, if the government do want to see big drops in the quality in the nitrous oxide pollutants and improve the quality of air in the city centres, actually the best way to do that is by making all taxis into electric vehicles. Many buses already are, and they're certainly hybrid and they're green, but the taxis are still really pumping out the diesel.
Finally, ministers have been under pressure to provide more money to help local authorities cover the cost of social care. Philip Hammond has already nodded to the fact that he realises while some councils are coping, many are struggling to deal with an ageing population amid budget cuts.